Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Mama June. Alana yells at Shannon for stealing her money, wants to put her in jail. Another season of Mama June is around the corner, and it has a lot to offer. Shannon's family has a lot on their plate, and they are trying hard to figure out how to deal with it. Amid all this, Honey Boo Boo's relationship with her mother is evidently not in a great phase, as she is often featured butting heads with the latter. In one such argument, Alana ended up accusing Shannon of stealing her money. The latter also clapped back and ended up making a shocking confession. Is this true? The new season of Mama June will feature Honey Boo Boo stepping into a completely new phase of her life. Her proud moment of graduation will be a part of the show. It would also document how the star kid will have to choose between living with her boyfriend and going to college. However, it seems that Alana's issues with June will continue on the parallel front. In the recent trailer of the new season, viewers witnessed an explosive fight between this mother-daughter duo. Honey Boo Boo was in tears and accused her of stealing her money. Honey Boo Boo yelled with teary eyes, "You don't really give a *** that you took our money," she continued. That's the real problem. On the other hand, it seemed that Shannon was in no mood to deal with the situation like an adult. Mama June was quick to clap back. "I used it in my drug addiction. Woo." She didn't entertain Alana, who then decided to approach her stepdad, Justin. The star kid asked the latter if he was aware of how Shannon ended up stealing her money. On the other hand, Shannon was quick to yell back that it wasn't money stolen. Hence, it is evident that the mother-daughter issues are still going on, and there is a lot that they need to figure out. It is clear that Alana is finding it really hard to deal with Mama June. She had an explosive argument with the latter. This is because the matriarch seemingly wasn't ready to take accountability for her deeds. In the sneak peek of the upcoming season, Alana was worried about her future, while Shannon and Pumpkin ended up having a clash. They both contradicted each other's statements, and none of them was paying attention to what Honey Boo Boo was saying. Alana lost her calm and yelled at both Pumpkin and Shannon, who weren't ready to listen to her. After all this, she seemed to be really fed up with the dynamics and the matriarch. The former child star admitted to the cameras, "I mean, she's my mother." She continued, "But if I gotta put her in jail, I will." Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson slammed the front door, the loud bang echoing through the modest house as she stormed inside, her face flushed with anger. Her heart pounded furiously in her chest as she tossed her bag onto the worn-out couch, barely noticing the small puff of dust that rose from the cushions. Alana couldn't believe the audacity of her mother, June Shannon, Mama June. It had been simmering for months, the tension between them. But today, everything came to a head. Alana had just found out from Lauren, her older sister, that their mom had been sneaking around behind her back, siphoning money from her savings account. Money that Alana had worked hard for, doing reality shows, social media appearances, and endorsements. She had trusted her mother, thinking the worst days of her betrayal were behind them. But this was beyond unforgivable. "June!" Alana shouted, her voice trembling with rage as she stomped through the house. "Where are you? You need to explain this now." June appeared in the doorway of the kitchen, her face pale and drawn, as if she had known this confrontation was coming but hoped to avoid it a little longer. She opened her mouth to speak, but Alana cut her off before she could get a single word out. "You stole from me." Alana's voice cracked as she flung the accusation, her eyes wide with disbelief. "How could you? After everything we've been through, after all the chances I gave you to make things right." June's face twisted into a frown, her hands wringing nervously in front of her. "Alana, it's not what you think. I didn't steal. Don't you dare try to twist this." Alana's voice rose an octave, her hands balling into fists at her sides. "I trusted you, June. You told me you were better, that you were sober and trying to fix things. But now I find out you've been taking my money. My money, June." June's eyes flickered with a brief flash of defiance, but it was quickly replaced by a look of desperation. "I needed it," she said, her voice quieter now, pleading. "I had some debts to pay and I didn't know what else to do. I was going to put it back, I swear, it was just temporary." "Temporary?" Alana threw her hands up in disbelief. "You've been doing this for months. Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I wouldn't find out eventually? You've done nothing but lie and take from us, from me, for years, June. I'm sick of it. June's eyes welled up with tears, but Alana wasn't moved by the sight. She had seen this act before, the crocodile tears, the empty promises. Every time she let herself hope that her mother would change, June found a new way to shatter her trust. I didn't mean to hurt you, June said, her voice shaking. I thought I could fix everything before you found out. Well, you didn't, Alana shot back, her words cold and sharp. And now I want you to pay for it. You can't just steal from your own daughter and get away with it. June's breath caught in her throat, her eyes widening as the weight of Alana's words hit her. What are you saying? I'm saying I want you to face the consequences, Alana replied, her voice steady now, her anger crystallizing into something more resolute. I'm done covering for you. You belong in jail for what you've done. You need to pay for this, June. You've taken everything from me, my money, my trust, my childhood, and I'm not letting you get away with it anymore. The room fell silent, the gravity of Alana's declaration hanging heavy in the air. June stood frozen, her face pale as the full realization of her daughter's anger settled over her. She had always thought Alana would forgive her, just like she had so many times before. But this time it was different. This time her little girl was serious. Alana, please, June begged, taking a step forward, her hands outstretched as if she could reach for forgiveness. I'm your mama. You can't do this. I'm trying to be better, I swear. You've been trying to be better for years, but all you've done is hurt me and everyone around you, Alana said, her voice breaking with emotion. I'm tired, June. I'm so tired of waiting for you to be the mom I need. You're never going to change. You're always going to put yourself first, no matter who you hurt. June collapsed onto the couch, her head in her hands, sobbing. But for the first time in a long time, Alana didn't feel pity. She didn't feel the urge to comfort her mother, to tell her everything would be okay, because it wasn't. It wasn't okay, and it hadn't been for a long time. I'm going to the police, Alana said, her voice firm despite the tears that threatened to spill over. I'm going to report you, June. You're not going to steal from me and get away with it. I'm done protecting you. June's head snapped up, her eyes wide with panic. Alana, no. You can't do that. You'll ruin me. You ruined yourself, Alana replied, her voice cold. You did this, not me, and now you have to deal with the consequences. Without another word, Alana turned and walked toward the door, her heart heavy but her resolve unshaken. This was it. This was the end of Mama June's manipulation, her lies, her betrayals. Alana wasn't going to let her mother control her life anymore. As she stepped outside, the cool air hit her face, a small comfort in the chaos of her emotions. She pulled out her phone and dialed the number she had been dreading. Hello. I need to report a theft, Alana said into the receiver, her voice steady. Yes, I'd like to press charges. The person who stole from me, my mother. As the words left her mouth, Alana felt a strange sense of relief. This was what needed to be done, no matter how much it hurt. Mama June had taken too much from her for too long. Now it was time to take her life back.